guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to show you guys how to achieve a dewy, glowy makeup look using a matte foundation. Now I know that, most girls don't really know how to make the matte foundation look like glowy and dewy, so I'm going to show you guys in this tutorial today. So if you would like to see that, make sure you keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is spray my face. You wanna be hydrated. I like to spray my face with the Badescu rose water. And this is just gonna hydrate my face. And then after that, I go in with a primer. Now, I've been using the Benefits Porefessional in the areas where I have pores and everything like that. And so I already laid out my little mixture here. I have the Runny NYX Total Control Foundation, which is my favorite. This has just become my favorite, you guys. I also have the Melanie Gleam and Bronze, and this is going to give you a bronzy, glowy type look. And I also have the Embryolisse, which I really love a lot to just moisturize with. And I'm going to go in and kind of like mix that all together. But first of all, I have to apply some primer to my face, the rest of my face. So I'm just using this e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. Nothing fancy. I mean, you can use any primer, it really doesn't matter. Whatever primer works best for you. So it's not really necessarily about the primer. So I mixed all of those things together, that little concoction that I had, and it's on my brush. So I am going to just apply it to my face. So this is not usually the way I go in. I just decided to do this today. And we're just gonna see how this works out. So it's giving me like that gleam, but it's not giving me like super gleam on beam gleam. On beam gleam. I wanna add like a dot of foundation under my eye right here where I have like a dark spot. And then I'm just pushing that in. I'm not even like rubbing it or anything like that. Next I'm going to take the shade Beautiful Bronze in the LA Girl Pro Concealer and apply that underneath here. Just to furthermore cancel out any darkness. And I'm going to let that dry a little bit so that when I'm blending the product out that it doesn't move. So for my girls who like to highlight and contour, which is myself, I'm gonna go in with this. I love this. I just purchased this like a few weeks ago and I love it. The Black Radiance Cream Contour Palette in medium to dark. And I'm just gonna use my Makeup Forever brush and go into the darkest brown shade and carve out my cheeks. So I'm just gonna go in and blend out this concealer now. Thinking about it. Using some of that brown going down the bridge of my nose. And I find it better to contour your nose before you highlight it because sometimes when you highlight and then contour, you lose the actual contour. I mean, you lose the highlight. So I'm gonna use this little BH Cosmetic brush and like blend this upwards and blend that downwards and then into going back in with some of that foundation and stuff that I mixed together. I'm gonna go and clean up underneath my contour. So I'm gonna highlight using Fit Me concealer and deep. I need to buy some more of this. I really like this concealer, guys. And so I'm not going all the way underneath my eye because I want to kind of like prevent the concealer from creasing, so you don't want to go all the way underneath your eye area. Going in with this Real Technique Expert brush, and I'm blending it out. Then taking that same brush with the foundation on it, we're going to blend all this together. Now, if you just want to be dewy like this, then you could stop here. But if you want to add powder as well, like you can do that. And so I'm gonna just go in and add powder just so you guys can see, you know, what the powder does and everything like that. So this is the Laura Mercier powder. So I'm just setting all the areas where I highlighted. So I have a more drier skin, but I did just want to do this tutorial for, you know, anybody. Some girls with dry skin like to go for like a more matte look. Some girls with dry skin like to go for a dewy look, but like to use powder as well. I'm going to use the powder brush to knock the powder off. And I don't like to bake underneath this area for too long because it can like cause just like a white line to be there, and you don't want that. This is like the key ingredient to making your foundation and everything, your whole overall look to be dewy. And remember, we did use a matte foundation. So the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray, I love this. No matter how much powder I put on, I can spray this and I'm still going to get a dewy look at the end of the day. So for my girls who are on the oilier side, you can put on a primer, mattifying primer, put your powders on and spray this and you're still going to get a dewy look. And then also, not to mention like any highlight of your choice, Mine just so happened to be the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. And I love this because it's going to give me a very subtle highlight. So this is what I do to achieve a dewy look using a matte foundation. A dewy and glowy. So it's going to have me glowing. And this is how you're going to achieve that dewy look, girls. So, I hope this helped you guys in being able to achieve a dewy and glowy look using a matte foundation. I love this NYX Total Control, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. This foundation is bomb. Like, this is bomb. This is supposed to give you a matte look. It can give you sheer, determined on the amount that you apply, but I did about 8 drops, so that's pretty much matte if you ask me. But then again, I did mix in those other products to give me a more dewier look. People with oily skin, you will usually have to moisturize. You would usually, you know, maybe apply like a little bronzer or whatnot, or illuminator, and yeah, and then just the foundation, and that's what I did. So I also keep note that I also went in and used palette as well. So if you want to get a look like this, then make sure you do everything I did. And I would like to thank you guys for watching. It's like stuff flying around everywhere. But I would like to thank you guys for watching. And you can like, comment, and subscribe if you will. And I'll see you guys in my next